What up, what up? What's the B word, man? I'm Anthony Addison with another segment of What's the B word. Like and subscribe to the page. Hit me up on Instagram, What's the B word 52, just like you see on YouTube. Hit me up on Facebook, What's the B word, and hit me up on Twitter, B word 52. And y'all already know what's going on with me. Baltimore Raven fan, Raven Nation stand up. Flock, let's get it. And if you're new to this YouTube channel and you're not a Raven fan, you might be a fan of the Jacksonville Jaguars. You might be a fan of the Houston, Texas, Kansas City Chiefs. You might be a fan of the Tennessee Titans. Hit the subscribe button anyway. Hit the like button anyway, because we talk football, period, baby. But anyway, I did a live stream last night about this game right here. True enough, I was in my feelings because who likes to lose? But, I got to drop my normal vid, man. I don't shy away from when we lose a game and stuff like that. I'm not one of them fans, man. What that was, 2011, what Ray Lewis said about when we lost to the Patriots in the AFC Championship. The AFC Championship is the same way we feel today. Somebody gonna feel like that. Well, same way we feel yesterday is the same way somebody gonna feel today. And next week, it's gonna be somebody that feel the same way. Because at the end of the day, it's only one. It's only one Super Bowl champion every year. So we did what we supposed to do. We played as a team, but we just didn't get it done. So all we gotta do now is go back home, go back to the drawing board, put this day past us, and get ready for next year. We're a young team. We got a lot of stuff ahead of us, man. We got a young quarterback who is in our second year. And we just got a lot of stuff we got to work on. So, but this ain't the state of the Ravens. I'm going to do a video where I'm going to pretty much talk about state of the Ravens off-season wise and stuff like that, what I think we should do and stuff like that. But we're here to talk about this game. So, anyway, I'm sure y'all know the Baltimore Ravens lost to the Tennessee Titans 28-12. And in this game, I could just tell from the first possession on offense that this game was a little bit different. Our demeanor as a team was different. Nobody was, we wasn't having fun. LJ wasn't smiling that much. His whole demeanor was just kind of, he seemed like he was just frustrated from play one. But let's start off with the defense, man. First thing first, point blank period. On both sides of the ball, we just got plain out-coached. We got out-coached. Vrabel, Dean Pease, and them guys over there did a magnificent job preparing for our team, and we just flat out got out-coached. Now on the defensive side, we did get outplayed too. We got they just outplayed us on the defensive side, man. And excuse me if I'm still glancing up at the TV. I got the Packers versus Seahawks game coming on. Got that on. But we just got out muscled. We got bullied. But part of the reason why we got bullied and stuff like that happened was because of coaching. So anyway, Ryan Tannehill only threw the ball 14 times. He was 7 for 14, 88 yards, but 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry threw a touchdown on a jump pass. They were just prepared. Derrick Henry also had 30 carries for 195 yards, 6.5 yards per carry. Tannehill also had a rushing touchdown. We just wasn't prepared for the team on the defensive side of the ball. And one thing for sure that I stressed and what I talked about as far as preparing for this Tennessee team, because we knew they a good running team, they got an awesome offensive line, is run fits and gap integrity, like Coach said, Coach from Sip to Tally. And the reason why we got out coached when it was due to that situation was we knew what type of offense we was playing against. And even though I know it's our identity to blitz a lot, when you going against a running back like Derrick Henry, when you going against a team like Tennessee, blitzing a lot is not a good idea, because we gotta, being so aggressive sometimes takes us out our run lanes, takes us out our run fits, take us out our gap integrity. And playing against a guy like Derrick Henry, you have to fill every gap, every gap. You know what I'm saying? And blitzing sometimes, throws that off. You know what I'm saying? Because when you blitzing, you not, you know, you're not lateral. You know, we need guys lateral and then coming down, and we didn't do that, man. Somebody shoot the gap. Derrick Henry, with the vision he have, a jump cut, and take it backside, man. And he got the speed to do it. That's a special talent, man. If you look back at my prediction videos in week 1, I said that Derrick Henry is one of the best backs in the NFL, and I feel like he was going to have a breakout season this year because this was going to be the first year that he finally got majority of the touches, because you got to remember the first 2 years he didn't get a lot of touches because DeMarco Murray, and last year he didn't get all of the touches because they had a lot of stock in Dion Lewis. But when the season went on last year, they noticed that, they finally noticed that we got a 6'3", 250-something pound running back that runs a 4.5 and is agile and strong, and we just need to give him the ball. And, that's what they've been doing. So, really, man, we got out-coached on the defensive side of the ball, and we just got outmanned, man. We just got outmanned. I didn't see Judon none. Earl Thomas was talking about we're going to have a different, we're going to be different from the Patriots and really want to hit Derrick Henry. The only person I seen that hit Derrick Henry hard was Brandon Williams. And, Marcus Peters got a good hit on him, but it wasn't like a hard hit, but he got a good tackle on him and brought him down. But we just didn't play good. Linebackers didn't play good. The D-line didn't play that bad, but the linebackers didn't play that good. They didn't play good at all. And I didn't really like us having Peanut out there as much, because one thing that Peanut has been having trouble with all season long is run fits. Peanut is so fast, and he tries to make the play so fast that a lot of times Peanut run himself out of plays. And with a guy like Derrick Henry, man, if you run yourself out of play, he gonna make you hurt. It's gonna hurt you big, because he gonna put that foot in the dirt and he gonna go. And once he get past that second level, he going full speed, man. He a hard guy to take down, man. So as far as the offensive side of the ball, man, shout out to Tennessee, man, because they did what I didn't think they could do, man. They went out there and just bullied us. No way to put it. The bullies got bullied. But at the same time, our offense didn't help our defense at all, because we was kind of keeping them check. And when I started talking more about the offense, I touch on why I feel that way too. Another thing is when we gave up that touchdown after that fourth, I think we went for it on fourth down, and that's when Marlon gave up that touchdown. We should have knew that they was gonna go deep. Teams do that all the way back in high school, man. High school teams, college teams, you get a turnover on downs, or you get a turnover, man. A lot of offensive coordinators like to take a shot on them to just make the shift, the momentum shift just go way south for the other team. So we should have been paying attention to that. But, we was being the team that we always been, and so aggressive on the defensive side of the ball as far as blitzing and stuff that, Marlon got beat on a heck of a route because dude ran a heck of a route, and it wasn't nothing we could do about it, man. It really wasn't nothing we could do about that. It's nothing really too much to talk on the defensive side about ball outside of that. We just got physically beat up on the defensive side of the ball. I'm a realist, man. I'm a realist. We had a heck of a season, but we got beat up. We got a lot of room to get better. That's all I can say. It's not all bad, but we always got room to improve, man. Everybody got room to improve. So let's talk about the offensive side of the ball. And when I'm talking about our coach, this is the side of the ball I really feel like we got out-coached, and we did not play well at all. Everybody's trying to blame this game on LJ. It's not LJ's fault. This game not LJ's fault. True, he threw some interceptions. One of them interceptions was his fault. I think he threw two. One of the interceptions was his fault that he threw the ball, because he had no business throwing that ball. Cornerback had that play beat, and he know his worst ball is outside the numbers. and he not there yet to be trying corners like that on the outside the numbers. The first interception wasn't his fault. Even though he threw it a little high, Mark Andrews tipped it. Story of the game, one of the stories of the game was drop passes. Our receivers dropped about 7 or 8 passes. You're going to lose that way. You're going to lose that way, man. You're going to lose that way. Um, but another thing, man, when I say we got out coached because we got down 14-0 and we panicked. We panicked. 14-0, we panicked. And we was down 6-0, 6-14 at halftime. And what our offense, we was still panicking. Still panicking. And we was down 14-6. We had an opportunity to kick the field goal and make it 9-14. To make it 9-14. And I know everybody's saying, man, you can't complain about it because we've been going for it on fourth down all season long. But when we was going for it on fourth down, offense was clicking on all cylinders. We was in a dogfight game, man. We was in a dogfight game, and offense wasn't playing that good. And when your offense not playing that good, just take the points, man. You just got to take the points. You know what I'm saying? I know what analytics say, but, screw analytics. When your offense is having a bad day, you take the points, man. Because with your offense having a bad day, them points not going to come by as often. Because our offense had a terrible day. I didn't agree with going for it on fourth down on our own 49-yard line. Because one thing about it, Tennessee, the Tennessee we've been seeing in the past weeks, they not really the offense that can just drive all the way down the field. That's why they got such a good red zone rating because they barely didn't get in the red zone like that at all through the season. But when they did, they scored, and that's why it was such a high rating because they always scored when they did get in the red zone. So we went for it on fourth down on our own 49 and pretty much had them like knocking on the red zone door, man. Just put our defense in a bad situation when we got one of the best partners in the game. You just gotta be smart and play our football, man. The stakes are way higher than these regular season games that we was going for it on our own 49 and stuff like that. Especially when your offense is playing so bad. We was kind of getting beat up front. I want to touch up on this too, man. I seen Jeffrey Simmons take a cheap shot at Lamar, man. And I also heard that Jeffrey Simmons spit on Marshall Yonder. Now look here. I'm a fan of Jeffrey Simmons because I'm a Mississippi State Bulldog. And what I seen out of Jeffrey Simmons last night, I didn't see him spit on Yonder. So that's I can't talk on it. But I could believe that Yonder's not lying about it because Yonder has never complained about what somebody has did ever on the field, ever. But I seen that what he did towards Lamar and him and Lamar kind of going at it and stuff like that. And Jeffrey, I know you trying to be nasty because that's D-line play and stuff like that, but don't be dirty, man. Don't be dirty, man. Represent Mississippi State and the state of Mississippi in a better way. I mean, you a heck of a player, man, and you could just about be in the next couple of years one of the best defensive tackles in football. But dirty play and just doing stuff like that, man, don't do that, Jeffrey, man, because it just don't look good for Mississippi State. You got that reputation about the thing that they showed on your draft day, which I did not agree with them showing, and because it could kind of put a little salt on your day, your big day. But, man, just carry yourself a little bit better, man. You don't want the Indomitian Sue stamp on your name. Because once you get that type of name, then it follows you around the league for the rest of your career. But anyway, man, another reason why we got out-coached, man, and this is the big main reason, man, is we did not give our running backs the ball. None. Mark Ingram was hurt. I seen it after the second carry. Mark Ingram was hurt. Okay, Mark Ingram was hurt. Deal with it. That's what we got Gus Edwards for. Give Justice Hill a couple of carries, but that's what we got Gus Edwards for. Gus Edwards was ready to carry the load. Gus Edwards has 700 yards as a backup for a reason. He told Pittsburgh up for a reason. Gus Edwards can start on our offense and he can prosper in our offense, but we did not give him the ball. We didn't give him an opportunity. He only had 3 carries. And just like always, whenever he do get the ball, he averaged 6 yards per carry. He got one big run. He got one big run in this game, and we stopped giving the man the ball. And it doesn't make sense. But then it goes to the fact that we panicked. We panicked. He had a 19-yard run, man. He busted up big. And that's why our offense wasn't clicking. We was the #1 rushing team in the NFL. We broke a 50-year-old rushing record. And we didn't give the ball to the running backs. We did not give the ball to the running backs. And that cost us. We did not play our brand of football. If you remember, the other 2 games that we lost, when we lost to Kansas City and we lost to Cleveland, we got real pass happy. We didn't play our brand of football. When we don't play our brand of football, we lose. We lose. Lamar dropped back and passed the ball 59 times. True enough, a lot of y'all gonna say we was down and we had to pass the ball a lot. But 14-6, 14-0 is not enough points, especially in the first half. That's you shouldn't panic at that time right there. You shouldn't panic at that time right there. I mean, I just watched Kansas City be down 24-0 in the first quarter, and they didn't panic. They didn't even flinch. But, they got Andy Reid as their coach, and they got Andy Reid calling the plays. I'm not saying that our coaching staff terrible and stuff like that, but they was terrible last night. And in football, in playoff football, all you got to do is be bad for one night to get put out. And it don't matter how good, how talented, or how good your coaching staff is and all that. All it takes is one night for you to have a bad night. And that's what we had. And we went out there and we took an L. We took an L. So we did very, very bad not giving them guys the ball. I believe this would have been a very different game if we gave Gus Edwards the ball. If we would have gave the ball to our running backs. Why? We would have been eating up the clock like we normally do, keeping our defense fresh, and the situation we was in with Derrick Henry would never been. If you remember at the beginning of the half, we was kind of keeping Derrick Henry in check. But if we just started playing bad on offense and we just throwing it like crazy and not giving these guys no rest and all that and putting them back on the field, then of course, eventually, we're not going to be able to keep Derrick Henry in check. I mean, we just didn't, our coaches just didn't coach a good game and we just didn't play a good game, man. That's just the headline of the game. We came out there lollygagging and we got punched right in our mouth. And when we got punched in our mouth, we got stunned and we did nothing about it. This just a lesson, man. This just a lesson. Stick to our game plan. Everybody talking about receivers and stuff like that. But, we had the same receivers all year long. And we went 14-2 with them receivers. The receivers, even though they dropped some passes, they dropped 7 or 8 passes. It wasn't all their fault, man. Us only giving our running backs a combined carries of 9 carries was the problem. That's the headliner, big problem of the game. G-Rom gonna have to fix that. Because I didn't know if that was Greg Roman calling the plays. I didn't know if that was Cam Cameron calling the plays. Or Mark Trestman. Or Marty Mortwig. But, oh my God, it looked like one of them. It looked like Cam Trestman Mortwig. That's who it looked like. All in one. That's one person. That's who it looked like was calling the plays last night. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. That's all I really got to say. We just got flat out outplayed and outcoached. Outcoached badly. And it's 2 years in a row where we got outcoached, man. We're going to need Harbs to tighten up. Because one thing for sure, and I'm just going to say this, I don't think his job is in jeopardy because he pretty much the coach of the year this year. But this ain't Ozzie Newsome that's the GM. That's all I got to say. Ozzie Newsome ain't the GM. Harbaugh is an Ozzie guy. And if you notice the way DaCosta runs stuff, he don't run stuff by his heart. He runs stuff by his mind. So Harbaugh gonna have to tighten up. Cause if he can't get it done in the playoffs, DaCosta gonna get rid of him. I feel it. I already know DaCosta really want to get his guy in there anyway. Who he really want, whoever that guy is. And, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, man, we ain't got a lot to complain about. 14-2, heck of a season. Proud to be a Raven. Shout out to the Titan fans. Shout out to my dog, Malcolm Butler, man. He gave me a hard time about this game. But it's all love, man. I hope he get healthy. I wish he was out there playing against us, man. And we just gotta get ready for next year, man. Be on the lookout for my State of the Ravens video, where I'm talking about offseason and draft and all that. And y'all just drop the comments about players and stuff like that in that video. But y'all drop in the comments how y'all feel about the game and stuff like that on this video. But anyway, man, y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe to the page. Y'all hit me up on Instagram. What's the B word 52? Hit me up on I'm about to say Snapchat. I don't have a Snapchat. Let me hit me up on Facebook. What's the B word? And hit me up on Twitter. B word 52. Flock, I love y'all. Been a heck of a season, man. Heck of a ride. I'm not gonna be gone, man. I'm gonna be year round, just like my man Engraver, man. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be dropping more content, man. So, hey, we'll be back. Flock, I love y'all. And I'm out, man.